Hi, my name is Detective William Still with the Collier County Sheriff's Office and Major Crimes Bureau. Here today to talk to you for a few minutes about a case from 2008 involving a gentleman by the name of Charles Black. This is a homicide case that was presented to the Sheriff's Office on February the 14th of 2008, and it involved a victim from the east coast of Florida who ended up in Collier County as a deceased person. On February 14th of 08, a passerby was traveling near the Miccosukee Reservation off of I-75 between Broward and Collier counties, and during the conduct of his traveling along the road, he observed something suspicious along the side of the road. There's a large canal system out in this area, the L-28 canal, and the person that was our witness slash reporter investigated a large gathering of birds, and he thought there may have been an animal in the area, and it was actually turned out to be Mr. Black. Our investigators responded to the scene, myself included. We were able to determine that Mr. Black was in fact deceased, that someone had apparently killed him at another location and brought his remains out to the location where he was dumped along the L-28 canal. Subsequent investigation over the next several weeks revealed that Mr. Black was somewhat of a loner. He resided over in the Sunrise community in Broward County, and he had no immediate family members living with him or anyone that was really close to him. Our investigative activity involved a number of aspects on this case. Initially, we responded over to the Sunrise community and located Mr. Black's residence. There were search warrants executed and scene searches were conducted. During the course of this activity, we were able to determine that his residence was not the place that he was killed. We were able to determine that he was, from neighbors, we were able to determine that he was involved with some of the criminal activity and criminal elements over on the Sunrise area. This involved some prostitution and drug usage. There's no evidence to indicate that he was actually providing any of these services. He was more of a consumer and run with the crowd over in that area, street people, on a regular basis. We were also able to determine that he had no means of transportation other than the public transportation system. So his being brought over to Collier County and left in our area is indicative of the person or persons responsible for his death having picked him up and provided him, at least at some point, transportation before he was murdered and brought over to our area. During the course of our investigation, we did establish that Mr. Black had family members that are still alive and in the Fort Lauderdale area. We were also able to locate his mother up in New York and learned that even though he had somewhat of a colorful lifestyle, that the family did very much love him and care about him and are concerned about finding out who was responsible for his death. We are seeking any information from persons over in the East Coast area that may have known Mr. Black, that may have frequented some of these establishments with him or befriended him. He was very noticeable. Mr. Black was a very large Jamaican male. He had a cyst on the top of his head that made him kind of stand out from the crowd. He was someone that you would notice. If you have any information about Mr. Black at all, whether it be concerning this incident specifically, or if you have knowledge of him on a social basis or had any kind of time spent with him preceding his death, please contact the Collier County Sheriff's Office at 252-9300. Thank you.